The year is 2025, and I just bought a Jeep. Not just any Jeep, a true basket case. You know the type. Rusted out body panels, missing half its parts, engine in pieces, and a previous owner who swore it ran when parked. But there's something about a challenge like this that draws people in. Maybe it's the idea of bringing something back from the dead, or the satisfaction of turning a pile of parts into a running driving machine. Whatever it is, I'm all in. At first glance, this Jeep looks more like a scrapyard collection than a vehicle. The body is a mix of faded paint and surface rust, with some areas so far gone that daylight peeks through. The frame has seen better days, with a few questionable patches and plenty of scale. The interior? Let's just say the seats are long gone, the wiring is a mess, and the dashboard is more holes than gauges. The engine is currently sitting in the bed of a pickup truck, half disassembled, with bolts and parts scattered in mismatched boxes. Supposedly, it's the original motor, but without a VIN match, who really knows? The previous owner said it just needs a few things to run. That's usually code for a complete rebuild. The transmission and transfer case are still bolted in, but there's no telling their condition until they're cracked open. Despite all that, there's potential. The axles are intact, though they'll need a full rebuild. The frame, while rough, might be salvageable with some reinforcement. And best of all, the title is clean. A rare find with projects like this. That alone makes it worth saving. The plan is simple. Start from the ground up. First, strip it down completely. Inspect every part, and decide what can be saved and what needs to go. The frame will likely need to be sandblasted, repaired, and coated to prevent further rust. The suspension will get a full overhaul. New bushings, shocks, and probably a slight lift to clear some larger tires. For the powertrain, there are two choices. Rebuild the original engine or swap in something more modern. A fuel-injected motor would mean better reliability, power, and drivability. But there's something cool about keeping an old Jeep true to its roots. Whichever route I take, it needs to be done right. No cutting corners, no half measures. The wiring will be completely replaced. There's no trusting decades-old spliced-together wires. The interior will be simple. Functional seats, clean gauges, and minimal electronics. This Jeep isn't meant to be a luxury vehicle. It's meant to be driven, on-road, and off. It won't be easy, and it won't be quick. But when it's done, it'll be worth every hour and every dollar. Bringing an old Jeep back to life in 2025 might not make sense to everyone, but for those who get it, there's nothing better.